everybody, welcome back to a new vlog series. I am Heather the Confetti Stitcher. I do a lot of cross stitch and a few other crafts which I'll throw in here or there, but let's get started. Today is July 26th, it's a Sunday. It's about noon-ish, and I meant to come to you guys throughout the week to show you my progress, but I kind of just got caught up in stitching and didn't. So I apologize for that. But today we have progress and a little bit of haul. So the first thing I worked on was George. Maybe a random thread on the back. So here he is. He is about 7.5 pages in. So I have one big color left in page 8 and a couple of stitches of 2 other colors. So this is part of the George Washington Crossing the Delaware painting. I have piece 108 out of 112, I think it is, and my piece is all clouds. So if you want to see everybody's progress, go to the Stitching George Washington Facebook group and you can see kind of how everybody's doing, or I think there's still some panels left to stitch if you want to grab a panel. I don't guarantee it because I don't remember for sure, but it's always worth a request. Then we have, so I worked on that for 1 homework prompt and 1 penalty because I'm not stitching anything that's going to require charms. And this is for the Magical Stitches Facebook group, which if you want to join that, just go to that Facebook group and they will ask some questions and you can see what all the challenges are. Then for the other 3 homework prompts, I was only going to do 2, but I figured I was having fun and I might as well just do all 3. I stitched on my Disneyland Map, which is an Etsy pattern that works on Pattern Keeper, but not all of them do. So this one was by, I think this was an I Heart Cross Stitch. I don't know if they have them anymore or if they're still a shop. No, actually, I think it was I Cross Stitch Pattern, like the letter I Cross Stitch Pattern, all one word. I think that's where I got this one. So I added, I'm basically kind of just going in and filling in parts and then just finishing out the threads. So I did finished up here in the canopy of the Jungle Cruise boat. And now I'm starting to add in this water, which is going to fill in a lot of this down here. And then the reds and stuff are new. Starting on, I'm pretty sure this is the train station. It's either the train station or the firehouse, but I have to double check which one. And then I think this up here is Pirates of the Caribbean. So I use this for the trap, use letters to spell out TRAP. So I use the teacups, the railroad, the, Autopia, and Pirates of the Caribbean. So that got 600 stitches. I forget what else I used it for. I think it was something with windows and, something that reminds you of one of the characters because Disneyland. So I'm torn for this week. This week's homework, which we can start at my time, 10 p.m. tonight, is stitch on something. You have 2 choices, but it's a short week because it ends Friday. So you have 2 prompts to choose from. The first one is something that, the second one is something that you could put in a piñata or make a piñata out of. And the first one was something with wheels. So if I use George, I'm going to have to do penalty, which is 750 stitches. And that was my initial thought because he needs progress, but I'm kind of really loving Disneyland. So I might just do Disneyland because then I can put in 500 because the railroad have wheels and you can obviously make a pinata out of any of the characters because they sell Mickey Mouse pinatas. So, and he actually is in the pattern, but I'll see what I want to do for today because I'm kind of in between a bunch of prompts. I might plan on using Disneyland as the homework and then just start George as one of the yearly prompts because then I can just put in a bunch more on him and not need to be as careful counting, if that makes sense. And I could probably get another page finished today, but we'll see. I'm not sure what we're planning on doing. I think my husband wanted to go out and do something. I kind of want to go and search like Michael's and Joann's and see if they have their Halloween stuff out yet because I live in SoCal and we tend to get stuff last. Like SoCal is very behind the times on a lot of stuff. It's really annoying. It's like my friends in Denver were posting pictures of Michael's Halloween decor and stuff, but we probably don't have it yet, but my husband was asking if we could go do something today, and that's the only thing I could think of. So we may go out and do something, we might not. We'll see. Anyway, so obviously that's going to depend on if I get progress done. The reason I didn't get a ton of progress this week is because I cleaned up my craft room. I'm going to turn you around and show you. It's not all the way done, but I bought that stand. It was on clearance because they're getting rid of their old stuff. So that thing I already had, the like pen holder, which actually is part of that with the 2 drawers, that little thing. But that was sitting on my desk and I was running out of space for fabric. So what I did was I bought that. So now this has all my ribbon on the side and it also has all of my fabrics are in there, or all of my finishing fabrics. Now, excuse the coffee pods. I've recycled them, so I like put them all in a thing together. So this 4 drawers now has all of my cross stitch fabric. So now, and this one rolls. So this is now my finishing set. You can see the drill is still down there because I've been lazy and haven't put it away. So now that's all I need for all of my finishing, except for the vinyl, which is still on a giant roll. But then, so this is where I had a lot of cross stitch stuff, was on the rolling cart. So like it had all my extra like fabrics and things like that. Oh, this has my fabrics in the top 2 drawers, and the bottom 2 drawers is all of my charts that are not digital. So now this has all of my current whips on it, and then the bottom just has my extra like fancy floss and things like that for projects that I am working on, and it has all my beads and stuff down there. So there's still some stuff I have to do. That needs cleaned up. My whole closet needs cleaned up, which is not bad. It's just started to accumulate a lot, so I just need to kind of put stuff together. I have a lot of empty bags in there because I use those just for like laying paintings, stuff like that on. And then, so these were all on this shelf. So now I have turned this into my coloring shelf. I still got my DMC tin, but that needs to go up on my wall. And I've got my stand stuff that I have to make, but that will be in another video. So this is pretty much all of my like miscellaneous / painting, coloring, stuff like that. Or no, that's just coloring, that's not painting, sorry. My diamond painting stuff is still down here with my iron. My Cricut is still on the bottom with my makeup bag. And I did have all my painting stuff there. But up here, I had I had a bunch more fabric remnants and things like that. So I cleared that out and put my painting stuff up there. So I am starting to get stuff in their place. That's some diamond painting stuff in that little basket I have to fit, or I have to find a place for. And then all my paints and stuff are still up top. So now that's my painting wall. It has all my brushes and stuff are up there, I think. They should be up there. If not, I gotta find where they're at. So this still needs cleaned out because obviously there's some cross stitch stuff. This is kind of my miscellaneous wall, but obviously some fabrics and stuff that I still need to transfer over. But since I had to build that whole stand, I'm kind of doing it one thing at a time. And there's my cat, just enjoying life. So I was able to find a place for all of my batting and stuff. So one drawer is full of holiday fabrics and the other drawer is full of, what did I put in that other drawer? I don't even know. I got miscellaneous fabrics in that middle section right there. So yeah, that's a mystery. Let's go look. Want all my clothes that I have to donate. Let's see, so I've got, oh, so yeah, it is just like more miscellaneous remnants and stuff that, so it's like my remnant drawer. And then that's my actual like full pieces of fabric. Then I've got all of my fabric, my cross stitch fabric that has a planned start. All my miscellaneous fabric that does not have a start. My mirrors and my magazines. And all my other like smaller charts and bigger charts that are not magazines. And then this is all of my whips I'm working on, as well as, like I said, all the threads and stuff for mostly my chatelaines. And my floss wall that a lot of you seem to love, which finally is refilled. So I hope you enjoyed that little impromptu tour that I wasn't really planning on doing, but it is a lot more organized. Now I just have to work on the closet. And not only that, but my desk is wide open now and it's a lot easier doing stuff. So the thing that I had to show you is I got my color and cotton in. So like always, I do not look at it before I show you guys. I open the package, but don't take anything out. So they skipped July? No, they skipped June's. So this should be July's shipment, if I am thinking correctly. So I get the all colors. Yes, this is July. The all colors pack from Color and Cotton's website. And this time we got these pretty ones, which I'm glad. I needed a few more neutrals. And this pink is really pretty. Reminds me of a Valentine pack. So we got natural cotton, which I don't have many like white, off-white colors from Color and Cotton, so. This one doesn't really have much variegation to it. It's a little bit darker than what's on camera, but it's just a pretty color. Then we got Cardamom, which is a little bit more on the tan side, or the beige side, because it's still lighter than tan. Bombay. This one's a little darker, I think. Yeah, it's a little bit darker, but not much. We have Holly Berry. This is the pink that I really like. That's pretty true. And then Golden Ale, which sounds good right about now. I haven't eaten lunch yet, or breakfast. So it's this really pretty, it's almost like a mustard, I would say. So it's a little brighter in person. It's a little bit more yellow toned in person, not as gold, but really pretty. I need to, these will mostly be used probably on those smaller charts that I just showed you and some of the big-ish ones, but until I finish George, I really can't start anything else. Next year will definitely not be year of no starts like I know a lot of people are doing. Not for me. I hate starting projects anyway, but I need to finish George first. I have been really wanting to start one of the Bewitching Pixies, the Nora Corbett's. I finished 4, so I have 8 left. Sorry, I was distracted by my cat. But I also kind of want to get back to diamond painting now that I finished that big one. I don't know, there's a lot of stuff I want to do, so we'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna go out and talk to the hubby and see what we're getting for lunch. And I have family coming in next week again. His dad is coming to visit. I think he's just staying the one night. He won't be here very long. But we have some house stuff we need to do, like finishing off the flooring that we started 2 years ago and we never put in transition pieces because we've just been lazy. Story of my life, right? But I don't care. Enjoy it. So yeah, we'll see how much progress I get today on George. Not planning on having a ton, but it's all really gonna depend on if we go out and do stuff or not. And if we want, oh, and we have to build the catio too, so that's gonna take some time. But I'm kind of leaving it up to my husband when he wants to do it, and he hasn't wanted to do anything lately, so works for me. But anyway, thanks for hanging out. Sorry this clip was a little long, but I kind of wanted to show you the craft room, so. I will see you guys all maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after. You know, with me, we can never tell. So I'll see you then. Hey guys, welcome back. It is Monday. Yeah, it is. The 27th. It is about 1 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock. I had to work most of this morning, but I am finally getting down to stitch. I only put in like 100 and, sorry, my husband's over there dying. I only put in like 170 stitches yesterday, so I'm going to try to make up for that today. And what I've decided is that I'm going to do another yearly with George, and I'm going to do one of the 5,000 increment tasks. That way I can do my 500 on Disneyland Map. But for today, I'm going to just work on George and see how much I can put in. But with the 100, actually, I'll turn you around and show you. So the 170 I put in is all this gray color, which you can see I basically just stopped in the middle of the row. I think I was making dinner or something, and then I just didn't come back to it. Which has filled in most of this. So you can see this is the top of the page. And the rest of it looked about like this. So it looks like a lot of progress, even though it's not a ton of stitches. So what I did was I took a picture of the whole piece, basically like that. And I'm hoping having a bigger goal like this will help me be able to focus more and get more put in. So I'm gonna at least try to finish this page out today and work on these next 2 pages, which I'm doing as one big page, because the second page is like literally from here to here, so it's only 20 stitches across. So yeah, I'm gonna try to finish out this page today, and we'll see how much I get done. I did let's see, I did end up doing the outrageous stitches. You're supposed to post every 1,000 stitches. Supposed to post, yeah. Sounded weird for some reason. But I basically have to post opposite of the yearly. So like with the yearly, you have to post every 500 stitches. So I'm going to have to make sure to remember which one's which. So it's like, I'll post the outrageous at like the 500 stitch mark, the 1500, the 2500, so on and so forth. So we'll just kind of see if I can keep up with that. But I might try to even it out because it's like 1,000-ish stitches. They're not like super harsh on that, on the outrageous. So I might end up going a little bit over and try to even those out just because it's easier that way. So yeah, here's my starting point and we'll see where I get to. I will probably see you all tomorrow. Hey guys, welcome back. It is Tuesday the 29th? 8th? We have a visitor in the background. Hi, Moki. And it's about 11:20, so I am ready. I am showered. I was going to dry my hair, but I'd rather stitch, so I have a little bit of work to do, but that shouldn't take me too long. I finished page 8, and I started page 9, but I only finished like a color and a part, so I'll show you that. And I'm kind of in a cruisy mood, so I'm probably going to watch Disney Cruise videos for most of the day while I stitch. My husband's over there shaking his head. All right, I'm turning around. So there is page 8, right about there, and I'm doing both these at once. I finished 518, which is this lighter blue, and I'm working on one of the grays, which is 414. So this is going to start filling in a bunch of this area right here, and then it like tapers off. So I'll be able to finish up this color. It finishes like up here, but it's like literally goes around here. There's like 2 or 3 stitches over here, and then like 2 or 3 over here. So we'll see how far I get to. I finished, I think, almost 600 stitches yesterday, which is awesome. So I'm going to stitch for a little bit, probably finish out this color, and then do some work. I hit a hair or something down here that I can't find now. So anyway, I will check in with you all tomorrow. Hey guys, welcome back. It is Wednesday, the 29th. It's about 3:30, and I didn't get as much done yesterday as I was hoping, but I did get quite a bit. I got almost 600 stitches, so. And if you noticed this big bruise in my last couple of videos, I forgot to, it's almost gone, but if you look at like my first video, it was like a perfect circle. I got this bug bite thing, which if you look right here, I have a mosquito bite, and it says don't use it on your face, so I knew that it was probably going to do that, but yeah, I used a bug bite thing on it and it created a bruise, but it stopped the itching. So I got a bunch of my legs too, and it didn't bruise those, but they say don't use it on your face because the skin there is thinner. So I didn't mention it in my first video because I didn't realize it had left the bruise because I wasn't paying attention, and then I forgot last video. So but yeah, that's why I had a bruise there. It's almost gone, and that's just a pimple. But if you tend to be like me and get a lot of mosquito bites, the bug bite thing, that's the actual name of it. It's awesome. It works. It doesn't get rid of the mosquito bite, but it gets rid of all the itching. And it's like a suction device that like sucks out the poison. It works for like bee stings and stuff too, but I haven't tried it out on that yet. But anyway, so like I said, I think I got like 584 stitches, something like that, but I'm gonna turn you around and show you the progress. So here it is. I finished all of the dark gray, which is I think 414. Started with this lighter gray, which is 169, Then I'm going to do 334, which is this like bluish color. It's gonna fill in most of it. And then I get to play down here with some new colors. I don't know, I think there's 2 or 3 of them. And there's only a couple of stitches in one of the colors, but it'll be fun to get some new ones in. Like I said, it's already 3:30. I had work this morning, so I don't know how much I'm going to be able to do today, but as far as I know, the rest of the day, I have no plans but to stitch. So I will check in with you tomorrow and show you where I got. Hey everybody, welcome back. It is Thursday the 30th. It's about 12:30, and I only got in like 250 stitches yesterday, but it brought me to the 1,000 stitch mark. So I remembered that the weekend's Friday. So I started on Disneyland Map today. So let me show you that. First off, there's my progress from yesterday. So I didn't finish that color, but I got close. But there is a lot of it up in this area up here. So then this is kind of my starting point. I did already put in all of these stitches over here, which is in this 38-14, I think. So I got in all of these and came around here. So I'm gonna finish up, and then it comes up here and goes up in the elephant. And then I'll come back up here and pick up one of these colors and start with that. So it's 500 stitches on something with wheels. But I was thinking I had the whole weekend, but then I remembered that it's the end of the month, so. I think I got in 2,000 total on George, and then once I get the 500 on here, I need to stop and clean because we have company coming this weekend. Which we don't have a whole lot to clean, but. And then we'll see if I can finish up the color on George tonight. So I will probably check in with you all tomorrow. Hello everybody, it is Friday, July 31st. Happy birthday to Harry Potter. I might have to pull out a Harry Potter piece tonight. Except I don't have any. So never mind. I thought I had one. I don't know why I was thinking that. Anyway, probably because I have so many I need to start. Super short video today. I finished my 500 on Disneyland Map. So all of the blue got added in. I added this brighter blue over here. The boat is almost finished. This dark green part came down here and did the rest of the dark green. And I think I started to come down here and, oh no, I came over here and did the green over here in the tree. So the snake is almost done as well, but there's a lot more dark green that comes down here, and pretty much all of this right here gets filled in, but I had already reached the 500 stitch point, so I went a little over and finished out the thread. But so I still have the elephant and this little splashy thing right here, but this pattern is a lot of fun. It's really interesting seeing how like one stitch here or there really transforms it. Like his face is literally only like 2 stitches. So this is a pattern that I can't mess up on, which I think I did over here. I gotta fix it. I think I was 1 stitch off, but over here it won't matter as much because it's just building. Yeah, it ends up looking really detailed. Like all the colors just really make this pop. So this might be my favorite project at the moment. Sorry, my stand popped out. But anyway, it's looking really good and I'm really happy with the progress. I really want to make more progress on it, but we'll see where I get to. So they don't have the homework for next week posted. This weekend is basically work on whatever you want, or in my case, whatever you need to. So George, actually, no, because I don't think you can triple dip this week. You can't triple dip, so it won't be George. So I may pull Disneyland Map out again, since it's still on the frame, maybe. It basically goes for a team event, so it's just put in as many stitches as you can. And then we're trying to get 1,000,000 stitches between the whole, like for the whole group for all 4 houses, so, or sorry, all 4 resorts. But like I said, my father-in-law's coming in tomorrow. I have a doctor's appointment at 8 a.m. tomorrow, so I will be, right now I think it's about 11:30. So I have to clean the whole house today. You know, when you have that frantic, we have company coming over cleaning. I don't think we have much to do, but, and then we need to get some transition pieces for our flooring. We did our flooring like 2 years ago, and we bought transition pieces like 2 years ago, and we finally went to put them in, and they're too tall. So we might be going to Home Depot today, or Lowe's. We'll have to see. Wanted to show you guys. I did finally kind of clear out my closet. Got rid of all the stuff that's on the bottom, so at least now everything down there is organized. I still have a couple of things to fix, but for the most part, it's looking good. I at least can see everything, and it's not a giant mess of plastic bags and nonsense. I just realized this was off, so, oh well, sorry, we're slightly slanted today. So yeah, I got my doctor's appointment tomorrow, which is to check my follicles to see if we have any eggs that might be good to go. They upped my dosage of medication this time because I kept getting like 1 follicle, so we're hoping that I can get 2 or 3 this time, but. And then, so I'll have probably, hopefully only 1 more appointment after this, but possibly 2. And so yeah, I won't be getting a lot of stitching this weekend because we're gonna have company over. He's basically stopping by. His daughter moved to, my husband's sister moved to San Diego, and we're like 6 hours away from San Francisco, which is where he lives, and like 2 hours away from San Diego. So we're kind of like the stopping point for both of them when they go back and forth to see each other. So it's nice because we've had company for a lot of the summer because my sister-in-law's been going back and forth a lot, but so it's been nice because it's not like we haven't cleaned the house in weeks. You know, we have a lot of cleaning to do, so it's just more tidying up, I guess, and doing the cleaning that we should be doing every week, but we don't. So yeah, so I'm going to start cleaning now, check with hubby, he's working, but check if he wants to go to try to get those transition pieces or not, and try to install those today. They're pretty easy. It's like literally like putting glue on the floor and then popping the thing in, so it's not hard. Some cutting involved, but need to try to find ones that'll work. And then we might get that done today, and then I'll see what stitching I can do tonight. But I can't start I'll probably work, if I do stitch tonight, it'll be on George, because I can't start the other homework until the weekend, which starts at 10 o'clock tonight. I think I can double check that, but I've been kind of wanting to work on a Halloween piece, so I might pull out Hocus Pocus instead, but we'll see. Anyway, I don't know when I will see you guys again. Maybe tomorrow, but more than likely it'll be probably Sunday or Monday. I'm not sure how long my father-in-law is staying over. I think it's just Saturday night, so you might see me later on Sunday, but I guess we'll find out the next time I'm on. I will see you guys then. Hi guys, welcome back. It is still Friday. It's 10 o'clock at night, and I'm an idiot. For those of you that have been watching me for a while, yeah, I do have a Harry Potter piece. I don't know why I forgot I had a Harry Potter piece, considering it's ginormous and I paid a lot of money because I got all 8 of them. But yeah, so this is my starting point. Like I said, it's already 10, so I will stitch, but I don't know how much I'll get done. I think it comes down to like here maybe, the black does, and then it kind of like tapers off. But I think I'm currently right around here. It's a little hard to tell, but because it doesn't like have these sharp like cutoffs like you can see up here. Make that bigger. See where it looks like it's cutting into the blue part? It doesn't do that in the pattern, so I mean, it might, it just doesn't look like it. So it's kind of hard to see exactly where I'm at with it, but I'm going to basically just stitch as much as I can tonight. We took a walk. I cooked dinner, I cleaned. My husband still has to clean, but he's busy playing his video games, so he's going to have to get up early tomorrow and clean. But yeah, I just didn't get anything done. I did go to, when I grabbed lunch, I did go to Joann's because I was curious if they had their Halloween stuff. They do not. They barely have autumn, and I think I'm pretty full on autumn stuff. There was a sign that I was intrigued by, but I didn't buy it. But even though I don't need it, of course, I have kind of a fabric obsession, so I got this really pretty, like, rainbowy, metallic stars and moons. I'll probably make a project bag out of it, not quite sure. But they did finally, there was a half-off coupon, although this was apparently already on sale, so I'm not really sure how much it was on sale for because they didn't have any signs for it. But I did get some interfacing as well because they finally got rid of the ban, I guess you could say, on interfacing. It wasn't a ban, it was just they were limiting how much you could buy, so I bought 2 yards of it. And that was on sale too, so I got a yard of the moon fabric and 2 yards of that for only like 19 bucks, so it wasn't too bad. So yeah, I'm just going to stitch on Harry now that I realize I have Harry. It is all half stitches, so they don't count, or so you have to do 2 of them for every 1 stitch that counts. We just found out that you have to like stitch a minimum number of stitches to earn a badge. And for this one, because it's so many stitches, every person has to stitch at least 5,000 to get the badge. So it's not all gonna go in on Harry because you can like switch projects. So I might try to put in 2,000 and then do the other 3 on something else. But we'll see where I get to once I actually get into stitching him. It's pretty easy because it is all one color for the moment. Unfortunately, it's 310, but what are you gonna do? So I'm doing it on 28 count DMC fabric, which apparently the white, I can't find it anywhere. So I know since it is DMC, I know that they had run into issues with their floss, like manufacturing and stuff because of COVID. So I don't know if the fabric is an issue too. I tried emailing them, but they never responded. So I'm hoping it's just a temporary thing because I have I've already started this, and I have 6 of the fabrics for the 6 other Harry Potter patterns, but there are 7 more Harry Potter patterns, so it'd be nice to get them all on the same fabric. But it's the 28 count Monaco DMC, which is my favorite to stitch on for all my, or I should say as many large pieces as I can, because it is thicker, and so it doesn't show page lines, and it holds up in a frame really well. So I think you can find like the antique white, which I'll have to do if I can't find the white anymore. I like all my stuff to be the same. But yeah, 28 count, 2/1 10 stitch is what I'm doing this one on. So anyway, that's all I have for you guys. I will see you all, like I said, maybe Sunday, maybe Monday, but I hope you all have a good weekend. Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Monday the 3rd. I should know that, it's my anniversary today. It's about 6 o'clock, and I haven't actually stitched today. We've been kind of busy hanging out and being busy at the same time. My mother-in-law brought lunch over to us, and I had an appointment this morning. Other than that, it's just been kind of hanging out and enjoying each other's company. So, of course, everything is still locked down, so dinner will consist of takeout, but I think we're gonna get steak and seafood or something like that. We might go somewhere, we still haven't decided yet, like go to the beach or something and just hang out in the car and maybe walk along the shore, but it'll depend on how busy it is. Anyway, I made a little bit of progress. I put in 663 10 stitches. So that is basically everything. If you see these like ninja stitches over here, basically right above that down to the bottom. So not a ton, but it's getting there. This is that cutout on the side that I talked about last time. I think what I realized is that the 939 comes in, and so that creates more of the slash, because it happens up here too. You can sort of tell where it is, but once the 939 comes in, it should define it quite a bit more. I'm gonna go play on Pattern Keeper and see what it looks like if I highlight the 939, just to play around a little bit. Part of the problem too is that I discovered a new game on my phone that I've been playing a lot of. But I redid my nails finally. I got the Color Street Water You Up To. So it's these like swirls. But it's not a bad price. I think it's like 13 bucks, and I can get almost 3 manicures out of each one, so it requires some mix and matching for the 3rd set. And I haven't tried that yet, but it should be pretty easy. Let's see. I think that's all I have to share with you guys. I looked at the homework for this week, and I think we're going to be seeing some new projects coming out, since I've got Harry Potter in the middle of a set, George is in the middle of a set. So yeah, I'll probably play around with some smaller pieces that I can stitch in hand. I'm still haven't done my finishing tutorial for September and October, my fully finished video for those. So I'll probably do that. Might do that tomorrow or Wednesday, because Thursday is going to be really busy. And then Thursday basically starts school again, so I might do it on a day when I have off. Which does not leave me with many options, unfortunately. But my husband took off the day today. I took off the day today. Like, basically just said I'm not emailing any parents back. So yeah, we're gonna go talk about possible picnic plans. I'm still not hungry, and I don't think he is either, but yeah, that's my plan, and I will see you all later. Although I did want to show you guys the beautiful flowers he got me. And so he surprised me with those when I came back from my appointment this morning. So yeah, I think I'll keep him. It's our 90-year anniversary. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Hello again, everyone. It is Wednesday, the 5th. I'm gonna go with that. It's like 1:30 and I'm finally getting ready to stitch for the day. I pulled out a couple of projects for each of the homework prompts this week. And the homework prompts are the 3 sisters, and you have to choose which one you're most like and stitch 400 stitches, then the next most like, and then you do 300 stitches for each of those. So my original thought, there's a cat at the door, was to stitch 400 on my Boo Butterfly because the oldest sister likes to do cemetery rubbings, and there's like gravestones that are all on the border. Then I was going to stitch on the 300 stitches on my holiday jar ornaments because the second oldest sister likes to put ribbons on trees, and there's ribbons on the jars, and there's also trees on the jars. And then the other 300 we're going to go on, see if I can get this without glare, but my stocking, because the youngest sister likes magic and likes to read magic books, and obviously reindeer flying is magic. And then I stitched the 400 last night. And when I got to about the 350 mark, I finished the border. And then I looked at it and realized I am off by 10 stitches. So this side needs to be, I already frogged some of it. I had to frog all of this out up here. And I restitched some of it to get to the 400 mark. But yeah, if you look, it wasn't until I saw the whole thing that I realized, like, this is a lot closer and I would run out of room. So one of the few times that I'm frogging instead of fudging. Luckily the frogging doesn't show too bad. I still need to take a lint roller over it. But now I really want to do the border on the left and get that out of the way and taken care of. So what I'm thinking is that instead of pulling out my stocking, I am going to use this for the magic piece as well, because I need to look at it again, but I know there's like witch cauldrons and stuff like that on there. So I could use it actually for the tree as well, because there's 2 big trees in it, but I think I'd rather work on my jars than on my stocking, because my mom bought me that. Sorry, I've got eyelash or something in my eye. My mom bought me that for Christmas 2 years ago, and I know she wants me to see it, wants to see me finish it. So that's gonna be my plan, is to, and I think I had realized that I was off when I had gotten to about, so I like started going down and then came back up again and then came across the top. And I think it was when I was about the midway point about here that I looked at it and realized that I was off. So I went ahead and just finished this off, stitched the little pumpkin things up here, And then I'd actually started right about here because I'd counted over from this eyeball. And so I just went back down and finished that out. So there's still more frogging. Obviously, I got to finish the whole rest of that side. But like I said, I wanted to put the stitches in first so I didn't have to worry about it. Like breaking up the 400. So I will need to do some calculating because when you frog it on Pattern Keeper, it does actually subtract the stitches. So I'll need to make sure that I calculate that correctly to put in the other 300. But at this point, what I'm going to do is unthread my needle, frog all the rest that I need to, and that way all I have to worry about is going back and actually stitching. So we'll see how long that takes. I should get the border done today. If there's not 300 stitches left, I'm gonna go in and obviously just finish them out on the same piece. If there are more than 300 stitches left, which is a good possibility, then I'll probably just finish it out and not even worry about counting them. But yeah, that's my plan for tonight. I have a very busy day tomorrow. I've got my fertility appointment in the morning, which is at like 8:45. Then luckily it's really quick. It only takes like 5 minutes, like 5-10 minutes. We have to drop off the sample at like 7:45. So since we have to do that and it's half an hour away, my husband and I both go, and then we drop off the sample and then we go to like grab coffee or whatever. But I also have a work meeting starting at 9 that I have to be logged in for. So basically once the appointment happens, you have to like lay down for 15 minutes, like 10-15 minutes after. So I'm gonna have my husband, luckily since he'll be there, log in for me and get that set up and then start screen recording so I can watch it later. But then I have the meeting from like 9 to 12:30. It's our first day back of school. So we'll be hearing all the changes and what's going on with that. And then I have some more work I have to do. It's not super important. So I'll probably work on that a little bit in the afternoon. But then we have dentist appointments at 4. And I'm supposed to have another work meeting at 4, but it's just like a happy hour that was kind of scheduled last minute. So I might be in the dentist office and popping in just to say hi, because my appointment's actually not until 4:30, but I was trying to get it canceled because I hate the dentist, but whatever. Anyway, so yeah, super busy day tomorrow. I don't know when I will get to stitch. Once I get back from the dentist, I should be fine. And it should be just like a regular day, but it's a lot of mental gymnastics for all that as well, since there's so many different things and things I hate doing. Luckily, I already gave myself the shot I needed to last night, so I don't have that hanging over my head. But yeah, lots of dental anxiety with starting school anxiety, which I'm like 99% sure we're gonna be virtual anyway, but with lots of new changes for our school that I get to learn about tomorrow. Sitting, not too bad anxiety about that, but a little bit. But I might be coming home and grabbing a glass of wine. Or 5. We'll see. Anyway, I'm sure you guys will hear all about it in the next couple of days. And I will probably see you all on Friday. I do have another meeting on Friday for school from like 9 to 12:30 again, but it shouldn't be that bad. And I can actually stitch during them because we don't actually have to participate. We just have to listen in. So I might get some stitching in. We'll see. Exciting news is though, we actually got 2 eggs this cycle. So, well, we're pretty sure we should be getting 2 eggs. That's why we waited a little bit longer to do the IUI, but so crossing our fingers for that. and I will see you all on Friday. Hi again, everybody. It is Thursday the 6th. It's about 2:15 in the afternoon, and I am really tired. So if you see me yawning, I apologize. I have some caffeine, but we'll see. Mainly tired because I had my IUI this morning, which it went really well. Didn't even hurt like it did last time. But I think also because I'm kind of nervous because, like I said, I have a dentist appointment, which we have to leave at like 3:30. So the good news is my day is almost over. The other good news is that I finished my 300 stitches during work today. So we have, if I can get it fixed, a Boo butterfly. So I've fixed the border, restitched all of it down, and I think I was at like 280 stitches or something like that. So I came in and added this green color, which is 906. It's right here, and if you can't tell what that is, it's because it's a leaf. Like it's a big maple leaf, so once I put in the back stitching, it's gonna go all around there. Then came up and made the pumpkin stem and the part of the pumpkin leaf. There's another color that goes in there. Part of the squash. And then came down here and did those few stitches, which I think was like, I only needed 2 more, but I just went ahead and finished them all up down here. For the witch's hat, the brim. And then of course it's a butterfly, so I came down here to park my needle, and that will be the next thing I work on is the brim again. So I finished up that 300 last night. That took me a while. And I don't know why, but I think it was just I kept getting distracted with stuff. But then today, so that was my 300 on something with magic because she reads magic books. Then the sister I was least like is very adventurous and she likes to hang ribbons from trees. So I pulled out changed my needle minder out with the new one I got because, duh. I got this one from Gina's Unique Boutique, which I think is in this set of blogs, but I couldn't remember, so I came in here and decided to just go ahead and I had a hanging thread here, so I finished up the hanging thread in the brown, and then decided to just come up here and do this whole tag. So I actually ended up putting in almost 400 stitches. I think I did like 389. So, and I think that's all the rest of the brown. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, perforated plastic is definitely not my favorite to work on. Just because it's kind of hard to stick the needle through. It is a bigger needle, which I think you can see on there. So it's harder to push through because the eye is just about as big as the holes. So you can kind of even see the indent in my thumb from pushing it so much. Anyway, you can see like the outline of the snowman right here. This one is close to being done. I mean, even though it's hard pushing it through the plastic and my arm gets tired because the way I have to hold it, it is still enjoyable to do. So I might pull it out again. It'd be nice to have a couple of the ornaments done. It'd be nice to have all of them done, but before Christmas. So like I said, I might keep working on that one. I'm kind of tempted to. I'll have to look at the monthly extra credits because I haven't started those yet, and see if I can fit those into any of the prompts. Oh no, you know what? I might actually. If I just remember the prompts are just using the letters in Mother Gothel. Yeah. Which is 12 letters, I think. Stitching 100 stitches on items that spell that out. So, and if you get like bonus points if you do it all on one project. So I was thinking George, but George is actually a little hard to get letters into. But I may have to look on here and see if I can do it. I don't know if I'll be able to, because there's not, like, because a lot of the stuff is the same, you know, because it's like, oh, look, I can use a tree, except for, oh, there's trees, oh, there's a tree, oh, there's trees. So I'd have to look at it and really try to spell it out, but maybe. Anyway, I think that's all I have for you guys. I know I said I wouldn't be back till Sunday, but I was excited that I was able to finish that during my meeting. And I think that's all I have for you guys. So I will see you all maybe tomorrow, which you'll probably be seeing more Harry Potter or George. It's gonna depend on what I can work on tomorrow. But anyway, thanks for hanging out. I'll see you all then. Hey guys, welcome back. Saturday the 8th. It is about 6:15. And I was on my Stitchy meetup earlier and I got quite a bit of progress. So I decided that this would fit all of the monthly prompts. So I basically just stitched on the purple jar. So it's kind of hard to tell, but there's still a bit to do on him. I'm basically at this point stitching the colors that I can backstitch. So like the red right there, the words, is the dark red that's in the berries. And doing the French knots. So all the white French knots are done. The red, I ran out of thread. I mean, I have it. I just need to rethread my needle, but I thought I'd show it to you. And so all the cross stitches left are down here in the bottom. And there is still a lot of backstitching left. Like all of that up there needs backstitch except for the green, that light green. And I think it's looking really good. So I'm excited with the progress. I probably will get a finish today. But I've done about 1,200 stitches so far. I have another 300 to 400 to go to get the monthly done. Which I think there will be, but I'll have to double check. Obviously, if there's not, then I'll just go and work on the red one. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this is turning out. So I think I have like another 7 French knots to do on that red. And then we'll start to put in the details on the snowman. And it should look really cute when it's done. So I will come back and show it to you then. Probably not today. I'm gonna go lay on the couch a little bit because I'm not feeling the best. So yeah, go lay on the couch and do some more stitching. So anyway, nice and short today. That's all I have. I will see you all probably tomorrow. Hey everybody, welcome back. It is Sunday the 9th. It is almost 1 o'clock and I finished my mason jar. Which turned out super cute. So I changed this, it was supposed to be the same green color, but I changed it to purple. And I used the 209, 208, 209, and 210, I think. it was a combination of those 4 colors. But yeah, I wasn't quite sure how the blue backstitch was gonna look, but the same blue is used for 3 of the 4 ornaments. The red one uses a different color, but they used the same one for the green and the blue, so, but it turned out to be cute. I did have to rip out this color because I had originally used 550, which is this one way up here. I think you can see, yeah. But it was too dark, so I used 333 instead. Because it's supposed to be like the shadow of the gift tag. But it did call for a different color in the pattern than the darkest color on the jar. So I had to try to finagle a little bit and try to figure out which one worked. But the back stitching really added a lot of detail, so I'm really happy with how it turned out. So I have 2 of the 4 totally done, and then the one that is started that I had used for, I think, like color challenges and stuff for magical stitches. But so for this one, I finished the monthly homework, except for the movie. I need to watch that. And the, or that was 1,200 stitches. I think altogether it was like 1,500 maybe? Not quite sure. But then I also thought about changing the ribbon, but I like the yellow. So I had also bought, so from Jane and Fancy on Etsy, I had bought some spool holders or spool huggers. It was $7 for 10 of these, which I realized I can find them cheaper on Amazon later, but I had already ordered. And I just tested them out and they seem to work pretty well. So you basically use these around a Q-snap to keep the fabric from dripping down. So it makes it easier to stitch on. And I also, from Fiberlicious, bought a set of 12 scroll rod tension clips to go on George, because he's getting to the point now where the sides are starting to loosen up a lot because there's so much stitching in the middle that it's become too thick around the scroll rod. So it's made, even though I try to tighten it, I'm afraid to do it too much because I'm afraid, because I have the Millennium frame, that since it's made out of wood, it's gonna snap. So, I mean, it probably wouldn't, but I don't wanna risk it. So I haven't put those on yet, but I will see how they work out. But if you go to, so it was, you can buy them in sets of 6, 10, or 12, I think. And then the 12 was $17. And I got them in the seafoam color, but they have a lot of different colors. And they're all the same size because they're adjustable, like depending on your project. So I think they're out of 2 colors, but so I got the seafoam, the 12 pack. I think the 6 pack is $10.99, I want to say. But yeah, so happy I finished that. I didn't finish it last night. We watched Umbrella Academy until like 1 in the morning, and I had done part of the blue. So I basically just ran out of thread on the back stitching. Well, I used up the rest of that length, and then I was too tired to continue on. So the only part I had finished was like part of this upper back stitching around the metal part, and I'd gotten just to here. So it was too short to do this full, because I just do one long stitch. It was too short to do the full thing, so I had just stopped there. So I still had to like come up, go up the other way, do, let's see, do this stitching, and then do the whole snowman and the whole tree. So it was just too much to do all at once. But today I have basically the day off since it's Sunday. And so I had debated working on, or finishing up, well, not finishing, but trying to do the black on that side of Harry Potter, which is what I had showed you that had the clips on it. But I'm not really feeling it, especially since I have to double up stitches because this tent, because we got another team event we have to do, which is 800 stitches. And then I'm still working on this team event, which is 5,000 stitches. And then the weekly homework, we get 1,000 bonus stitches if we do both prompts. So we get 1,000 stitches to go for, it's basically, okay, so the weekly homework is usually 1,000 stitches. And this time they did, and they usually give you prompts and you just choose a prompt. And you can still do that, but if you do both prompts for 1,000 stitches each, you get double the points, and then you get in addition 1,000 stitches to stitch on, or that goes towards a team event. So of course I'm gonna double it up because why wouldn't I? And so between the 5,000, the 800, and now the 2,000, which the team events, there's no, I mean, we just have to do them before the end of the year, but I like to get them out of the way. So that's just a lot to be doing with school starting. So, and I also have George that's in the middle of a yearly extra credit. So the prompts for the weekly homework are to stitch 1,000 stitches on something that has brick or stone, and then 1,000 stitches on something that has a form of transportation, and then they give you a list. And it's like not modern transportation, I guess you could say. So you can have like a horse or a boat, I think a boat, maybe not a boat, but a horse, a train, a wagon, so things like that. And so I think what I'm going to do today, so I think I'm going to pull out Disneyland Map and just stitch all 2,000 on that because it definitely has the brick and the train on it. But I can't start that until 10 o'clock tonight. So I'm not really feeling any of my other projects at the moment to finish up the team event. So my plan for today is to stitch on George and try to get as much done as I can on the yearly extra credit that he's in the middle of. I think I've got him on a 5,000 stitch yearly. I have to double check that, but I'm in the middle of, I'll just go ahead and show it to you. As we know, he's a big boy, so I'm in the middle of stitching pages 9 and 10, which will finish up the row. So it'd be nice to get that in as a good finishing point. Whew. Anyway, so I'm gonna put the tension clips on him and stitch on him for the day. I still need to do the finishing video for September and October, the year celebrations by Hands On Design, that I'm going to do a tutorial on, but I'm not really feeling it today, so I'll definitely get it done before the month, but that'll probably be next week, I'm thinking. Either Saturday or Sunday, depending on what my work schedule's like. Might get it done during the week, but we'll see. But I think I'm just in a really stitchy mood and not really a finishing mood. So that's gonna be my plan for today. I am going to make this the last clip for this vlog series because we're in the middle, like I had to finish, and we're kind of in the middle of the new weekly homework tasks. And I think it'll be a good place to start with all of that. And I think it's been 2 weeks since my last vlog, so I'm gonna cut it off here. I'm gonna stop talking. thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for liking and subscribing. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. I'm almost to 1,000 subscribers. I'm at like 966. So if you do want to subscribe and bump me up a little bit, that'd be awesome. And otherwise, I will see you all in my next vlog series. Take care.